What's up guys, this is Zero to Make Kitsune, and I've just got back from seeing Sausage Party. Now, no spoilers in this little talk I'm having because I really want to encourage you all to go out and see it for yourself, as me and my friend Tio pretty much feel like this is going to be another swept under the radar movie. Much like movies like Keanu and Hardcore Henry. Those were really great movies. But with that said, this was a really freaking great movie. Like, we went into this with no expectations, actually because of mistake. When we were thinking of Seth Rogen, whenever we were talking, we were actually thinking about Seth MacFarlane and the colossal meh that was 1,000 Ways to Die in the West. Or meh in Tio's case, I outright thought the movie was garbage. So we went into it thinking, it could be good, or it could burn all of its good material in the trailers. But within the first few minutes, all of that thrown out the window when I realized my preconceptions of this movie were completely wrong. Events were not going to happen in the order I perceived them to go in from the trailer. Things basically weren't going to happen the way I imagined them, which made everything that actually happened in the movie completely fresh. Just about everything I did not come to expect. It all came as a surprise and was that much more funny. There was maybe one point in the entire movie where I called it. Only one. So kudos on that movie, because it gets to the point where you start seeing these movies and you're like, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, and you kind of call it. But this wasn't. Now, if we're talking about the jokes, oh my god, this movie is not for anyone the least bit sensitive. If you are, the whole movie will be ruined for you within seconds. It does not pull any punches with its material. It goes as far as it wants, any way it wants, if that's a best way to describe it. Now, on the other hand, it's great for the other people who are tired of seeing content like that be censored or demonized. It is great because you can see it as in certain scenes, it pokes fun at the mere concept of these things existing. In other ones, it completely ignores that people might have problems with them and just goes on with its business. Which is, for a person like me who is a little bit annoyed with that situation in society, great. It's hilarious, and it just makes the movie even better than it originally could be, because it gives the proverbial middle finger to that kind of stuff. Now, speaking of the jokes, ignoring all the high topics and sensitive issues that are approached in this movie, the jokes themselves, based on the food comedy, completely perfect. It does not waste any of the potential comedic material each and every food item could potentially provide to the movie. It uses every single thing it has at its disposal to draw laughs from the viewers, and it does reuse a couple jokes every once in a while, but it reuses them in a way that it comes to a complete surprise. You do not see it coming. You don't see the build up to that joke that you heard a few minutes ago, but you're like, oh shit, la 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 la, and you laugh. So what I really want to leave this with is that me and my buddy Tio, who, thank you very much for going with me to see this, because I probably wouldn't have gone and see it by myself. I would have thought it was just going to flop and go on my life. It had me and him quoting jokes on the way home, and that's really the most important thing when it comes to a film. Was it good enough to have you not just going, it's pretty good, and then start talking about what you're going to do tomorrow, or what your plans are going to be after you each get home? It actually had us quoting parts of the movie, talking about what scenes were great, what scenes were meh. There weren't that many mehs, mostly just great scenes. The movie flows together very nicely. And yeah, I strongly recommend anyone who likes their raunchy comedy to go see it. Yeah, that's the best way I can describe it. It's really good raunchy comedy. What you think you're gonna get from that trailer, if you're thinking positive, is probably what you're gonna get. But that's just my opinion. If you haven't seen the movie and you've got some opinions on it, what you think it's gonna be, leave in the comments. If you have seen the movie, try not to spoil it for anyone if you decide to leave a comment on whether or not you liked it, but I'd like to see your input. So with that said, I'll see you guys next time.